Yeah, my father voted for Biden, and he's like, no, no more. Matter of prices. He's seen prices gone up, and he's like, man, he didn't like that.
You think Trump could win places like Hamtramck?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I work with my father in the office, and a lot of people there are also Trump supporters. That a lot of people that go there also are Trump supporters. They're former Biden supporters.
Yeah.
They voted for Biden, but they're now they're like, well, Trump.
You like Trump?
Yeah.
Too young to vote? I don't know.
Yeah.
How old are you? Too young?
13.
Yeah, okay.
21.
21 is it? And the city council decided to vote to ban this political symbolism on public property.
As to be fair, they banned all flags. I mean, you would go through Jos Campo and you would see every single flag of every country. And it became a problem when they put up the pride flag. We're strong holders of our faith. We believe in two identities, male and female, and that's how it's been for thousands of years, you know? We don't want that agenda pushed on our kids.
I think that's like the majority of people on Earth.
Exactly.
I think that's the majority.
Exactly.
Actually.
Majority.
I actually love this country. I've been here all my life. You know what I mean? It's nothing against it. But the pride flag, I feel like, you know, not a lot of people agree with it.
This city banned it. They must be hateful people or whatever.
Simply because the people who say that just consume biased media. The only flags that should be present on governmental property is the United States flag and the state flag.
Welcome to Hamtramck, Michigan, the most politically controversial city in America. Hamtramck is a suburb of Detroit, population 28,000. It's the only Muslim-majority city in America. In Hamtramck, 4 of the 6 city council members are Muslim, along with the Democrat Muslim mayor, who just enthusiastically endorsed President Trump, calling Trump a man of principle who wants peace in the Middle East. Libs are seething over this. And that's not all. The woke celebrated when a Muslim majority was elected to the city council here, but that came with some unintended consequences for the woke, wherein that Muslim majority immediately banned the Pride Progress flag from flying in this city. Oh no, what's happening next? We decided to travel there and find out what the most progressive Trump-supporting city in the country is really like, including a shocking visit to a mosque. Breaking the...
Wow, folks. I am so glad that somebody is covering this story at ground zero, Hamtramck, Michigan, and then surrounding areas of Dearborn, because right now, folks, this to me is where the election is going to be won. Michigan, the state of Michigan, I believe, is actually holds the key to victory for President Trump, because we've got friends and colleagues and friends of friends that live in the surrounding areas of Dearborn, Hamtramck, and it is a diverse city population. Yes, it's about 65% majority Muslim, but they're coming from all over the world. You have people coming from the Arab countries, so they're from, Saudi Arabia, they're from Yemen, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, the UAE, Egypt, Sub-Saharan South Africa. They're coming from Turkey. They're from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Malaysia, Indonesia. They're all over the place. And yes, it is a Muslim majority city. And this endorsement by a Democratic Muslim mayor, it means a tremendous amount, especially in a city or in a state that was won with just a few 10,000s of votes, one way or the other. In 2016, captured by Trump, 2020, captured by Biden, with the help of a lot of Muslim votes. But remember, Jill Stein, third-party candidate, was not on the ticket in 2020. She is on the in 2024. And right now, she's getting 40% of the Muslim vote. Trump right now, as at last poll, was at 18%. Harris was at 12%. So, folks, as Benny continues his quest in Hamtramck, you'll see why Trump, I believe, has the upper hand. So let's continue with Benny and his tour of Hamtramck, Michigan.
Breaking the law.
Yeah, they're breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. You'll notice there's Arabic. The signs are like half in English, half in Arabic. This used to be a very Catholic, very Polish community. So you have Pope John Paul II here. So I've noticed that you have lots of the banned, according to the news headlines, flags all over the place, and you're not getting arrested. Expound on that.
So the ordinance, which they so.
Geez, I wonder, Lantern Trash. You think she's conservative or Republican? Just wondering there, folks.
Cruelly did. To add insult to injury, they banned the flying of the pride flag during Pride Month.
Good.
What a bunch of
Good.
I'm just going to say it, I swear. So under the guise of neutrality, the only flag they will now fly in Hamtramck is the American flag or Palmia or a state flag. Do you want a flag?
Totally. Yes, I actually got one of these flags in Hamtramck. Banned.
One too, cameraman.
Very illegal. The city council banned the pride flag, and we were asking people what their opinion is on that.
What makes their rights so special from straight people rights? What's the difference?
Yeah. That's
Boom!
what the city council was saying is we don't want like an agenda pushed.
If a person's gay, I got the right to do this, that, and the third, versus a person that's straight that can't do this, that, and the third. Like, it don't make no sense to me, so.
I mean, it's nice.
Hey, listen, folks, let's just go back. This gentleman right here, folks, Black American, obviously. We talked about the diversity of the city of Hamtramck. Yes, you have a lot of Black Americans that live there too. Initially, there were a lot of Polish Americans, but as the city grew, you obviously had this influx of immigrants from other countries that have added, obviously, to the population, to the size, to the diversity, to the religious increase in Muslims and Islam over there. But if you're talking about intersectionality, which is what the Democrats always want to put in terms of their political plantation, folks, if the Muslims are going to be, at least in Michigan right now, giving the majority of their vote to Donald Trump, where do you think blacks stand in that? Aren't we being told that 1 in 4 blacks under the age of 50 are voting for President Trump? He's increasing his share among male black voters, especially young male black voters. He's got about 8% of the black female vote. This is a death knell, folks, a political death spiral for the Democrats if they're losing in terms of the Muslim majority vote and also losing small but better incremental increases percentage-wise of the black vote are going to Donald Trump. Anyways, let's continue.
Can't do this, that, and the third. Like, it don't make no sense to me, so.
I mean, it's nice. We've seen some places in Detroit that were not nice, where every house is like burned down and all the streets are all ripped up. I don't know. Just seems like working class nice, right?
It's a gorgeous city, gorgeous,
American
beautiful.
flag, come on.
That's right, baby.
A city hall that just simply has the Michigan flag, the city flag, and then the American flag flying out front of it.
That's all you
along
need,
with
baby. That's all you need,
POW
baby.
Flag. Instead of kneeling to the cult.
There you go, baby.
They just kept the American flag flying. So. Did you make the lemonade?
Yeah, we made the lemonade.
Oh, I cannot wait to have some. Are these ours?
Yeah, those are ours.
Yeah? Oh, can I have this one? It's hot out here, so I've been looking for.
So Benny stops off, gets a little bit of lemonade. Anyways, let's continue with his tour of Hamtramck.
We headed over to the local mosque to see if anyone would talk with us. Prayers had just gotten out. Nothing could have prepared us for this.
For our religion, we don't support it, but we don't like demolish people that support it, and just worry about your religion, be nice to people, and the world will be a good place,
Why can't people respect your religion? That's what I don't get. It's like everybody else has rights, but aren't you saying this is what we believe, right?
All about the history, to 9/11 and the 1900s and That's what people go based off of, and they should go by the present, not the past.
Keep it up, man.
Yep.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This city banned it. They must be hateful people or whatever.
I heard a lot about it in the college I go to, is Wayne State University.
Yeah.
They talked about how Hamtramck was a hateful place and stuff like that, and I just simply.
Who do you think was talking that way? White, liberal, elite, virtue signalers and academia. That's who was saying that Hamtramck is now a hateful city when it first Muslim majority and they won, they were all besides themselves, all these white liberals, these virtue signalers. Good. Yeah, that's right. All Muslim majority, because they thought they were going to get them on their plantation, their political plantation. Right? That's what they thought. Muslim majority city, Muslim majority council. We're going to put them on the Muslim plantation, the DUPED plantations, I call it duped, the Democratic Utopian Plantation for the expansion of dependency or the expansion of Democrats. DUPED, the Democratic Utopian Plantation for the expansion of dependency. Another intersectionality group, add the Muslims to our plantation, and the Muslims of Hamtramck said, guess what? We ain't picking your political cotton. All right? There's no political cotton picking going on around here for us Muslims. We ain't doing that. We're going to be on our own plantation, the American plantation, free of democratic rule, free of intersectionality, free of the LGBTQIA, MOUSE. We're going to do what we want to do, what we feel is right in a democratically elected mayor and council of the city. Anyways, let's continue.
I don't believe it's true. The community is wonderful.
I don't get it. We went to City Hall. I'm like, I don't understand actually what's the problem with that?
Yeah, I don't understand what's the problem with that either. I mean, this is the United States.
Yeah. And people are upset about that?
That's what happens when you get radicalized, I suppose.
But we went to City Hall and it's like an American flag.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I actually love this country. I've been here all my life. You know what I mean? It's nothing against it. But the pride flag, I feel like, not a lot of people agree with it. Not a lot of people want to teach their kids. Everybody has their own opinion, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 years ago was normal, wasn't it? It was normal. Everything just changed up recently.
Just boys and girls, baby.
We had this ideology, so it was normal, We don't want that agenda pushed on our kids.
That's right, we don't.
Want that agenda pushed on our kids in public. We just don't want that. And if you stand against it, you're either how do they
bigoted?
Yeah,
they call you that?
if you stand against it,
Transphobe.
You're not normal.
Homophobe, that's what they
in
say.
today's society.
We're walking down the streets. There's no abandoned houses. Nice place. It's like a nice place to live.
You see, we're all from different places. We're all brothers and sisters around here. Nobody looks at color. Nobody looks at any of that.
So what's the message to people out there that want to hate on Hamtramck? What's your message to them?
Man, come try the food. Come see the people. Man, it's a melting pot,
Yeah.
It really is. It's a melting pot. And that's why even property here skyrocketed. People want to live here just because the agenda is not pushed on anyone.
That's crazy, man. So you're telling me that the property value is skyrocketing here because people want traditional values.
Traditional values. It's skyrocketed just because people want to live here.
Benny is surprised by it. He's shocked, actually, but that is true. Dearborn, Michigan, prices are going up. Hamtramck, Michigan, prices are going up in those areas because, just like this young man says, people just want, normalcy. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Doesn't matter what religion. They just want somewhere they can raise their kids the way they want to raise them, have some family values, moral clarity, moral values, and just a nice, safe place to raise a family and not be hit by virtue signaling white liberals trying to put their agenda into every piece of your life and shove it down your throat. That's basically the essence of what this gentleman is saying, of why he loves to live in Hamtramck and invites people to come visit his city as well. The city that he and thousands of people adore, and the city that will be one of the keys to the victory of, I believe, President Trump over Kamala Harris. Let's continue with Benny touring Hamtramck.
Because that agenda is not pushed on their kids. You don't see it in the street. You don't see homosexuality. You don't see none of that. Kids are always out playing. They're not thinking of that. Even the kids, you see them, they see a rainbow flag and they're like, oh, let me get away. That's not me, you know. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. The past 20 years, they're throwing off the kids. It's not right. It's not right what they're doing.
Do people like Trump, though, around here?
Yeah. My father voted for Biden, and he's like, no more. I mean, I work with my father in the office, and a lot of people there are also Trump supporters. That a lot of people that go there also are Trump supporters. They're former Biden
You listening,
supporters.
Democrats?
They voted for Biden,
You listening,
but then, now
Kamala?
they're like, well, Trump.
You like Trump?
Yeah.
Too young to vote? I don't know. How old are you?
That's where it is, baby. That's where it starts off at, with the youngsters. Just think of it, folks. Just think of it. The young people being shown what it's like to be conservative or Republican, voting for Donald Trump or whatever. Just think of this next group, this next generation of young Americans of various ethnicities, various heritages, but growing up with the type of values that are compatible with the values of the Republican, the conservative parties. Separate out the religion. Separate out the religious aspect. Focus on the social aspect. You know what people say, I want to be a social conservative. You know, I'll be a little moderate on this, be moderate on that, but we can at least come together on the points that we agree upon. And that's exactly what's happening with the youth here in Hamtramck and in Dearborn and other surrounding Muslim areas as well.
Are you too young?
13.
Yeah, okay.
21.
21 is it? Nicest people you could ever meet. It's amazing. So that's what we found in Hamtramck, the most hateful town in the world. These guys just want to fly an American flag. And they're like, what's wrong with just flying an American flag on city property? That's it. And then everybody else can do whatever they want on private property. Actually, strangely, seems like the way it should be everywhere, right?
Right.
The city property for the nation we live in, right? The one thing that we can all agree upon. Right up there.
That is so true. Man, that was great. Great, great, great stuff. Basically bringing the city of Hamtramck so all of America can get an idea, because they probably heard or maybe never heard about it. I'm sure there's a ton of people that have never heard of Hamtramck, Michigan, have no idea that it's majority Muslim. The city council is majority Muslim, and that they banned the pride flag on government property, but private property, do what you want. Family values, no dilapidation, no burned down houses, no drug infested areas, no gangs, nothing like that. Just American citizens, immigrants from various countries living together, being together. And what we're saying is that this time around, though, hopefully, and what the polls are showing, what we've been doing and looking into as well, that it seems that it's shifting, and that those Arab Muslims or those Arab residents, and some of them are Christian as well, Coptic Christians from Egypt. Some of them are Christians from Lebanon and from Egypt and from Syria and Jordan, other places that came to this country legally, immigrated legally, now settled in these areas. And yes, they gave their vote to Biden and to the Democrats because they were promised some things. They were lied to by the Democrat Party, and now they're finding out. And now the shift is occurring. So we're hoping that is, but as far as I'm concerned, I really think that the key to the Republican victory for Trump is within the Muslim bloc of vote. Anyways, folks, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasser Shake Show. I've been your host. My name is Dr. Nasser. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and follow. You all know what to do. Take a look at our video links here and here. My final thought is always, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. Until next time, folks, take care and stay safe.